If you're lucky enough to cruise the Norwegian fjords, the picturesque port of Andlesnes is one that really fulfills the expectations of most cruisers. Its location, deep within the jaw-dropping scenery of Romsdalsfjord, allows visitors to experience a wide range of experiences that showcase some of the best that Norway has to offer. And it's an ideal cruise port to explore on your own or use as a base to explore the surrounding area. And in this video, we'll show you some of the options you have so you can choose which is the right approach for you. So Andlesnes is only a small town. It has approximately 2,400 inhabitants. It is the focal point, however, for the surrounding areas and provides amenities to support this population. It has a single cruise dock that is suited to smaller ships, and the cruise dock also provides viewpoints for photos for those not wanting to venture the short distance into the town around the pretty harbour. It is very much a sleepy place, however there are plenty of shops and cafes to mooch around, and you can soak up the atmosphere and of course buy those souvenirs. There are of course some amazing views down the fjord, but there's also some amazing views towards the magnificent mountain backdrops to the town, including the famous Troll Wall, which is Europe's highest vertical mountain face. There is the Mountaineering centre close to the cruise dock, and the majority of the shops and cafes are a few yards further on. The town itself is incredibly accessible, but it's also quite small, and it isn't big enough to while away more than a few hours. Exploring further away from the town centre, there are some industrial areas and also some out-of-town retail areas with some wonderful supermarkets. Personally, we always love a good supermarket wherever we travel, and these were only 10 minutes walk away from the main town area. Continuing a little further, you'll soon cross over the river Rauma, and before long you encounter the pretty Gritton church. This beautiful timber octagonal church dates back to 1829, but records show that there was a church on this site as far back as the 13th century. The church's altar is said to date back to the 13th century original, however if you're planning to visit it does pay to check opening times, as when we went we found the church locked. Andalsnes is known as the mountaineering capital of Norway, and it's also a base for many mountain treks and hikes. All require a degree of fitness, and while some should only be attempted under the supervision of an experienced local guide, others are shorter and more suitable for adventurous and suitably clothed and equipped cruise passengers. You can get details in the Mountaineering Centre, which includes a small museum of mountaineering also, as well as a cafe and also an indoor climbing wall. And one of the more popular hikes with cruise passengers is to hike up the nearby Nisaxla mountain, or of course you could take the gondola. So now let's look at exploring the surrounding area. And one of the great things about taking the Romsdalen Gondola is that you can buy tickets immediately next to the cruise dock at the base station. Tickets for a round trip cost 540 Norwegian kroner. It's not cheap, but the views from the top are incomparable and definitely worth the cost. If you're taking just a one-way trip, you'll pay 360 Norwegian kroner, and the cable car, the gondola, opens at 10 AM in the morning. And what can you say about the views from the top? They are simply mesmerising. And at the top is a modern mountain lodge, and you can enjoy some hot food and some hot drinks to enjoy your panoramic view. And there are several walking trails from the top also, which provide some fantastic walking with some amazing vistas. Now it is possible to walk up and down to this viewpoint from the town below. The Rampus trekking trail is well signed, but it is hard walking and very steep in places. It is popular to take the gondola up and walk back down. However, those doing so should ensure they're fully equipped for the temperamental Norwegian weather, and it can take 2 to 3 hours to complete this walk in each direction. But for those who prefer an even more leisurely adventure, the Rauma Railway offers a more relaxed experience. This is said to be one of Norway's most scenic train journeys, and the route also takes you past the iconic Troll Wall. It's a very popular excursion at this port. As well as the Rauma Railway, bus excursions can also take visitors to viewpoints for the Troll Wall. These are just a 10-minute drive away from the town of Andalsnes, and the Trollstiggen Visitor Centre also contains a cafe, a large gift shop and some tiered seating to give an interesting view of the mountains. And Andalsnes is also often used as a base for trips to see the Trollstiggen mountain pass, which is part of the Andalsnes to Geiranger scenic route. This route uses a series of hairpin bends to climb the 700 metres up onto the mountain plateau. Reputed to be one of Europe's most breathtaking drives, there are rest stops and view platforms back down the fjord towards Andalsnes. Bus trips and private taxi trips can be pre-booked or organised at the town centre. And like many ports in the Norwegian fjords, Andalsnes is a good place to explore the fjord by either kayak or paddleboard. There are local excursion providers like Fjord Tours, or you can book them on sites like Viator or Get Your Guide, or even through your cruise provider. And lastly, in the summer months, you may also want to explore the fjord on two wheels by hiring a bike. These can be booked from hotels in the town, or some cruise lines also organise their own guided rides around the fjord. So Andlesnes gives visitors many different opportunities to experience the magical nature of the Norwegian fjords. It really does embody the beauty and splendour of Norway, and it's a place we definitely didn't want to sail away from. Thank you, Andalsnes, you truly surpassed our expectations.
Hello, if you like our channel and you want to see more of us exploring and explore with us, please like and subscribe. It means so much to us.